Deep in the heart of the land, hidden by towering mountains and dense forests, lay a mysterious village known as Valen. It was a place spoken of in hushed tones, its name carrying an air of foreboding. The village was nestled in a valley, so isolated that even the birds dared not sing in its stillness. But what made Valen truly unique and cursed was the phenomenon that plagued it. Every word spoken there echoed forever. No one truly knew how it started. Some believed it was the work of a vengeful god, while others whispered that it was the result of a dark secret buried beneath the village. The villagers, those few who had chosen to stay despite the curse, had long since grown accustomed to the constant echoes. Words, once uttered, lingered in the air, bouncing back at you from every corner, every shadow, every whisper of wind. There was no escape from the sound. The echoes were not mere repetitions. They were twisted, distorted, sometimes almost mocking, sometimes ominous, like the very valley itself was speaking to you, always and forever. One day, a lone traveler named Eric, a wanderer with a taste for adventure, stumbled upon the valley. He had heard rumors of the echoing valley, but like many others, he considered them to be mere legends. Intrigued, he made his way down the narrow, winding path that led into the valley. The first thing he noticed upon entering the village was the eerie silence. It was a silence that seemed to press against him, thick and suffocating. His boots crunched on the dry earth, but the noise was swallowed by the oppressive stillness. The buildings were old, their wooden beams groaning in the wind, yet no sounds followed. He called out, unsure of what to expect. "Hello." Eric's voice seemed to hang in the air, vibrating with unnatural resonance. As the words left his lips, they immediately began to echo, the sound bouncing back at him in an eerie chorus, distorted and magnified. "Hello, hello, hello." He frowned, unsure whether it was his own voice or something more sinister that followed. "Is anyone here?" Eric tried again, a note of curiosity mixed with caution in his voice. "Is anyone here?" "Here, here." The words came back, but this time they carried a heavier tone, almost as if mocking him. The village was empty. No people appeared in the streets, no animals roamed, just the constant hum of echoes. Eric's instinct told him something was wrong, but his thirst for answers urged him forward. As he walked deeper into the village, the buildings seemed to close in on him, the echoes growing louder with each step. He came upon a small inn, its door hanging slightly ajar. Hesitant, he pushed it open and stepped inside. The air was cold, and the room was covered in a layer of dust. A single chair sat near a table, and upon the wall was an old, faded painting. A village scene that appeared to be from a time long forgotten. As Eric examined the painting, he heard a low, whispering voice, almost imperceptible, but clear enough to chill his bones. "Leave, leave, leave." He spun around, searching the room, but found nothing. The voice was the echo of his own words, but it felt like something more, like a warning. Unnerved, he turned his attention to the innkeeper's desk, where an old journal lay half open. The pages were yellowed with age, and the ink had faded, but the last few entries were still legible. The curse was not meant to be. It was born of our greed, our desire to hide the truth. We cannot leave, for the echoes are bound to us, but we can never silence them. The valley remembers, and it will never forget. A chill ran down Eric's spine as he read the final line. The curse was not a random event, nor was it a punishment from an outside force. It was something the villagers had brought upon themselves, a consequence of their own actions. With newfound resolve, Eric set out to uncover the valley's darkest secret, believing that breaking the curse lay in understanding what the village had hidden. As he searched the village, the echoes followed him, urging him to turn back, to leave before it was too late. But Eric pressed on, his determination only growing stronger. He came across a hidden cellar beneath the inn, its entrance concealed by years of dust and decay. Inside, the air was thick with the smell of damp earth. Eric lit a lantern and descended into the darkness. At the bottom, he discovered an old stone altar, its surface etched with strange symbols and worn by time. In the center of the altar was a large, dark stone, smooth and polished like glass. As Eric approached, the echoes in the valley grew louder, as if the valley itself was trying to stop him. The voices seemed to scream at him, each one more frantic than the last. Don't. Ignoring the warning, Eric touched the stone. The moment his fingers made contact, a wave of energy surged through him, and the truth of the valley's curse flooded his mind. The villagers had once discovered a powerful artifact, an ancient relic with the ability to trap the soul within sound. They had used it to silence their darkest secrets, sealing them within the valley. But in their greed and fear, they had gone too far. The artifact did not erase the secrets, it made them eternal. The echoes were the voices of the souls trapped within the sound, forever condemned to repeat their sins. The only way to break the curse was to release the souls trapped in the stone, to give the valley peace. But doing so meant confronting the village's dark past. The betrayal, the lies, the people who had hidden their sins at any cost. Eric's heart heavy with the weight of this knowledge, he whispered the ancient words he had uncovered from the journal, the words that could set the souls free. Let the past be heard no more. With those words, the stone cracked, and a blinding light filled the room. The echoes fell silent for the first time in centuries. The oppressive weight lifted from the village, and the air seemed to clear. Eric stood in the now silent valley, the curse finally broken. The village was no longer hidden in shadows, but its past remained, a reminder of the price paid for the silence they had sought. The traveler left Valen, carrying with him the knowledge that some curses could only be broken by uncovering the truth, no matter how dark it might be.